Oh, I went live early, totally on accident. True story. Oh, I was gonna go and connect this to a thing. Give me a hot second, my friends. Hang on. Hang on. Can I turn the camera around? I sure can. Let's see. No? There. How does that look? How does that look? Let's see here. We're getting things adjusted in real time. Hey, I think I like this better. One moment while I get myself together. Oh my word. We still got a minute anyway, so you get a little behind the scenes action. Good morning. It's not morning. It is definitely not morning. Otherwise, I'm real tired. Hello. Okay, now, see, you guys get the little behind the scene action here. Is this too bright? Is my lighting too harsh? Do I need to change it? Someone let me know. Because I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to accidentally hit the X. And is the feed doing okay? Because I'm currently uploading a video at the same time. There's a whole lot happening. It's a little bit crazy. An error occurred. Of course it did. Of course an error occurred. I'm really trying here. So I'm trying to do this on the phone and have the chat roll rolling down here so I don't have to keep touching the phone. That's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to try. No guarantees it's going to work, but right now I can see that Lissa, Monica, Amy, Lisa, Julie, and Danielle are here. So hello, my friends. How are you? Seriously, how are you? I'm having such an interesting time with all of this because at I'm living on the edge tonight, right? I've got so much happening. I literally decided right before I was doing this, I was like, you fool, you bought a new tripod for your iPhone. Why don't you use the tripod? And in trying to click it in, I hit the go live button. I was like, oh. So I'm a hot mess right now. Hot mess. But I'm having like this, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but there's still like this discrepancy between like, oh, this life is totally normal, and oh wait, we're fighting a global pandemic. Like there's a misbalance here, and I'm not quite sure how to justify it all in my head, you know? You know? Sarah is here from her car. Hello. Hello, Jennifer. Cindy's here. Hello. Thanks for joining me. I know it's a weird time. Hello, Josh. Hello, Monica. Doing well personally, struggling educator trying to figure out online learning. That has got to be so hard. Like, I cannot even imagine how hard that is. Just all the changes. I have several teacher friends who are like, oh, well, now we have to learn how to do this. And that's crazy. Like, and I don't even, like, are you guys doing classes? Or are you just kind of like checking in with people one-on-one? Like, I can't even grasp the concept, because in my mind, it like you're doing classes during the day, but I don't think that's how that works at all, is it? You know what I mean? Like if it were me, like live streaming that for an hour, let me teach a class or something like that. But I don't think that's not what it is, right? I don't know. I don't know. Mick is here. Hello, my friend. We are keeping well. We are. Thank you for asking. I hope you guys over in Ireland are keeping well. How are things in Ireland? Couldn't even complain though. Anyone from New York City? Oh my gosh, the people in New York City. I don't even know. We're teaching preschool online. How do you teach preschool online? How do you teach preschool online? I'm just curious. Like, what? Um, Seriously though, how do you teach preschool online? It's a very interesting world we're living in right now, my friends. It really is, isn't it? We were told today to hold online sessions and provide office hours. Huh. Wow. Wow. That's absolutely crazy to me. We're uploading stuff on Facebook. Oh, okay, because obviously the parents need access, right? Doing great in some areas but struggling in other ways. exercising my anxiety over finances. I totally get that. I totally, like, you're not alone. I was just watching an Instagram story of one of my friends that I know personally who got furloughed from her job today or yesterday or this week. I don't know how behind I was on her stories, but she got furloughed, like blindsided. She had great reviews, great everything, and just the company couldn't keep up, and they called her and said she was furloughed. Stephanie, hello. Glad I'm not having to watch on playback. Haven't been here in a long time, but able to make it now that we're quarantined. Hey, the quarantine's got something good going for us, right? So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. As the title, what did I title this? This is real weird, the dual thing, because I have my thing. Oh, I haven't hit play though. I have my thing right in front of me, my live stream. So if I hit play, I'd see myself as you guys are seeing me. But the chat roll is happening, which is really, really good. Yes, there are so many people having a hard time. I can't even imagine. And my heart breaks for so many of them. And there are so many people. Hi, Audrey. So many people that are out of jobs, so many people that are in jobs and still required to work. And like, you don't know which side is like the greener grass, you know? Because it's hard for everybody. If you're still going to work, it means you're an essential worker, and it means your job's important, and it means that your job puts you at immediate risk for, or most of them anyway, will put you at immediate risk for a higher likelihood of contracting the coronavirus, which is just, it's crazy. And that's like grocery store workers, and of course medical professionals and all that, but like, wow, you know? And then there are the lot of us that are either work from home or staying at home or now have children at home, all sorts of things like that. And it's the spectrum is all over. And I've been having such a hard time with I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but like I created. I've been recording a lot today. I've recorded 4 videos today, so I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit rough or anything like that. Earlier this evening, I'm like, I have no voice left for live stream. I've got nothing. So apologies if it's sounding a little bit rough this evening, but I filmed 4 videos today, and one of them is a list of things that you should be doing every single day, even in quarantine. And I've been having such, like, I filmed the video because I'm filming all of my content from the perspective of myself, meaning that, like, I'm somebody who wants to take this quarantine and embrace it and use it as the opportunity to continue to grow in other places while we are at a standstill in certain other places. Does that make sense? So I'm doing it from my perspective, but at the same time, I have a hard time with the fact like I'm going to publish content that is telling people to do X, Y, and Z when I understand that there are so many other people out there that are going to look at, like, they'll stumble across this video and they'll scoff at me, or I'll get hate for it, or I'll be, because of like, how dare you say that we have to get out of bed at a certain time in the morning when blah, 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 you know? It's so, like, I'm torn between, do I not touch it? Or do I just create the content for the people who are trying to remain positive and motivated like myself? You know, it's so that's one of the things that's been on my mind today, as I've been filming all of this stuff. I'm going to, I don't know, what is more distracting? If I keep doing this to pull down the chat, or if I look away for a second to look at the chat, which is the better option here? Let me know. Things could be better here. Number of COVID cases continues to rise, but we're in lockdown until April 12th. Yeah, we're not in lockdown. We are under the president's like social distancing guidelines. That got extended through the end of April here. Better to look away. Okay, that's what I thought. That got extended. Apparently in Illinois, where my family is, their shelter in place government rule thing got extended till the end of the month too. Minnesota's has not been extended yet, but I will not be surprised if that happens. I'm considered essential, working to help people get unemployment, and things are just insane. Oh, Danielle, I cannot even imagine. I can't even imagine. Is life happening to you? Julie, do you listen to Rachel Hollis? Just out of curiosity, because that is exactly a Rachel Hollis thing to say. Very Rachel Hollis thing to say. If yes, you'll understand what I said in my video In the video I'm publishing, like uploading right now as we speak and publishing tomorrow, I actually catch myself saying, no, hope is not a strategy, which is another Rachel Hollis ism. You know who her followers are by how they conduct themselves, by how they conduct themselves. And that's exactly how I am conducting myself. They being the Hollises, Rachel and Dave, actually started a next 90 days challenge. You guys remember the last 90 days challenge that I did starting in October? That was piggybacking off of the Hollises. They're like, we're all stuck in quarantine. We might as well do a next 90 days challenge. So they're doing a challenge for the second quarter. You listen to her talk on perspective. That's where it's from. I was like, wow, that was such a Rachel Hollis thing to say, but you're absolutely right. And that is the perspective that I'm taking is, okay, regardless of what has happened, just hear me out for a second. Regardless of if you are an essential worker, if you're a medical worker that goes and exposes themselves to this disease on a daily basis, if you're someone dealing with all the unemployment calls, if you are somebody who lost their job permanently, if you're somebody who is currently unemployed due to your place of employment being closed, if you all of a sudden have 5 children that you normally send off to school all day that you now have to deal with at home, or you are like me and life pretty much goes on the same as it is other than the fact that you don't have to leave the house for any reason, we're all in this reality together. Regardless of what the changes are, we all had our realities change. So most of us, unless you're an essential worker going to work every day, maybe now you work from home, maybe now you're whatever the case may be, the fact is we are all stuck in this quarantine, social isolation life that is happening right now. This is our reality, regardless of what the differences between our realities are, right? We might as well, whether this was like world's worst thing happening to you or if nothing changed, why not take this opportunity, because we're in this situation anyway. Moping about it, being negative about it's not going to get your job back. It's not going to get the kids sent off to school any sooner. It's not going to get us back with our friends. Why not seize the opportunity instead of just wasting the time? That's kind of where I'm at with it, you know? Like, okay, so I'm at home. So what am I going to do? Well, let's figure out all the crap that you've been meaning to do at home and always complaining you're too busy to do and do it, you know? Or in terms of weight loss, you guys, I realized today I had like an oh crap moment today when it came to weight loss. Remember back at the beginning of my 2020 goals when I said that weight loss was not going to be on my 2021 goals? I was like, it's the second quarter tomorrow. Tomorrow starts the second quarter of 2020. A quarter of it's gone. Done. Finito. We've only got 3 quarters left, my friends. And like, that was literally my come to Jesus moment today. I was like, holy crap, you need to get your poop together right now. And so like I did, like today, I was like, I need to just focus and buckle down and like quit making the excuses. And it was really interesting. I'm going to go all made to crave on this for a second, but I did my journaling this morning, and that's where I had that oh crap moment. And so like I was journaling first, and then I went and I finally finished Made to Crave. I read it. And so what the chapter that I was reading had like Lisa Turkhurst, the author, saying almost exactly the same thing that I had said. Like her prayer was that she get unsettled. Because you know, when a lot of times the motivation that truly gets us to change, that truly gets us to get better habits, to get healthier, to go for the higher paying job, whatever the goal may be, the motivation that often gets us there is the feeling of being unsettled where we're currently at. Like that deep feeling of dissatisfaction, that's what gets us to change, right? Like what's the bottom line? What's the thing that got you to go, I need to lose weight, right? And the way she used it was she said she asked God to unsettle her because that feeling of being unsettled is what sparked her to do it for good. And I read that and I laughed because as I was journaling this morning, that's literally what happened to me. I got unsettled and I was just like, this is unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable because at the trajectory that I'm currently going on, I will have to lose weight on my 2021 goals. And as my promise to you guys, I said I wouldn't do that, which means I've got 3/4 of a year to get my crap together. And I did the math. I did the math on it, broke it down to what I need to be losing per week. Like I got it together this morning. It's 7:30 this morning. Over my first cup of coffee, this is what was happening. This is what happens when I don't bring my phone with me. I didn't touch my phone this morning until after I was done like journaling and stuff. And it's amazing what you get done when you don't touch your phone first thing in the morning. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So that was my little awesome rambling. Let me catch up on the comments here. Trying to keep my focus on the positive things so I can be as helpful as possible. Danielle, that's a great mindset, and you are helping many people. So you have a purpose always, but like you really like, you matter to literally millions of people right now, which is oh man. Good night, Audrey. Oh, I didn't see that Audrey signed off. A matter of love my perspective. I acted badly all last week and did not work out. I need to remind myself of this. Exactly, Stephanie. Like, oh, and there's so many people that are like, oh, I'm gaining weight. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. And I want to so badly be like, guys, why are you doing that? Of all the things, like, look at it this way. We are currently being not judged, not like almost ruled by something we can't control, right? The thing that has taken over this world and the thing that has us in quarantine and the thing that has our routines thrown for a loop is something that we cannot control. Why would you give up the control of one of the only things you can still control, which is how you treat your body? You can still eat. Exactly, Jennifer. You can still control your food. You can still control if you drink your water. You can still control if you go work out or go for a walk or go do something active. You don't have to go far. You don't have to see other people that don't live in your house. I've been for a walk multiple times since the last time we chatted, and it's been glorious. Yesterday, you guys, I don't know if you saw me on Instagram or not. Was that yesterday? It was yesterday. We opened up our patio for the first time because the 60 degrees that it was outside, I swear to you, felt like 75. I was sitting outside on my patio in the sun, getting all hot and sweaty because it was too hot in the sunlight. And I was like, this is the most glorious feeling. It was literally like the most joy I have felt in a long time was from that sun yesterday, sitting outside. I watched all the other people. I didn't go near anybody. We didn't go near anybody. You can still be outside. You can still do active things while you are social distancing. That is an okay thing. But why would you relinquish the control of one of the only things we can control right now? And even if there's but we can't control what food is available for us for groceries. Maybe that is the case for you. I have been lucky enough where the 2 times I have gone grocery shopping, I have found everything I needed. Save like, I don't know, maybe Eric wanted some soup and I couldn't find the right soup. Like totally trivial things. I don't know if this time around if I'll be able to find flour or not. I was able to find 1 bag of brown sugar. The reality is, you guys, this is why like recipe bloggers have a living. Buy what you can in terms of like meat. If you're a meat eater and you need your protein and say you can't find boneless, skinless chicken breasts, buy what you can find and work with what you have, you know? Listen, exactly. I have to be a bit creative. Like you can find something. You can find something. Just because you can't find meat, the specific kind of meat you want, doesn't mean you should turn around and go buy a bunch of brownies, you know? Like, we can still, within reason, control so much of this. This is the perfect time. There's no break room. There is no meeting. There is no lunch date. There's no nothing to sabotage us. This is the ideal time to get ourselves on track and moving forward with positive habits instead of sabotaging ourselves, you know? And like, again, like I feel guilty saying that, and I don't think I should. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think I should, because it's the kind of stuff that people need to do. It's the kind of stuff I need to remind myself of, you know? And it's kind of stuff like even if you are this, every worst case scenario has happened to you, that might be the case, but the reality is moping about it's not going to change it, so you might as well do something positive, you know? Let's see. Hello, hello. Things are okay, why change? I looked very happy and at peace yesterday. I was very happy yesterday. Yesterday was an outstanding day. It really was. I've been so busy, I haven't had a lunch break, so my walks have suffered at work. Today I felt so stressed and upset. I finally went for a walk and it made all the difference. That's great. That is a really great way to do it, Danielle. It's amazing what even 10 or 15 minutes of physical activity, just like if you want to change your mind, then you just like move. You know, if you're sitting at your office or at your desk or doing whatever and you need to change your emotional mindset, change your physical movement. So get up and go do something, even if it's for a couple minutes, because that's what will trigger the emotional change as well. So that's a really, really great way to do it. On Instagram, someone said, choose your hard. You are going to either have to do it now or when this is all over. Yes. Yes. That's exactly right. So the only thing, all of the people that are on the I Track Bites Facebook group, or on, I'm thinking about that because I literally just saw a post about someone saying, I've been eating all the things, blah, blah, blah. This quarantine's going to make me heavy or whatever. And I just have a bunch of people saying, I agree, I agree, I agree. And those are the people I wanted to kind of shake a little and be like, guys, stop. Because it's going to most dramatically affect those of us already trying to lose weight. And we're just going to take, any progress we've made since January 1st, people are going to fall like maybe back to January 1st and then beyond. And then they're just going to have to dig themselves out of a deeper hole. Why? Why not continue to dig ourselves out of the hole? I need to figure out how to get my workouts in now that I don't have space to do them. Between that and feeling kind of blah, my workouts have been suffering. Go outside. Just go outside. You can walk past people and it will be okay. Or in your front yard or something. Just do something. March in place next to your bed. Do something. Because something is truly better than nothing, my friends. It's true. There's an article I posted for work about how we are seeing this time at home, and this can be life-changing. I completely agree. Like, all of you are going to need to go and watch my goals video tomorrow, because I literally took my April goals and I curated them specifically around what can I do now that I'm home? Like, what can I do now that I have been given this gift of not needing to commute 20 minutes one way to the gym every day? What can I do now that I'm not supposed to go to the grocery store more than once a week? And if my husband has his way at all, he doesn't want me going out. What can I do with all that extra time? I'm not commuting anywhere. I'm not grocery shopping. I have time. I have cleaned something in my house every single day. Every single day. Like I said, I filmed 4 videos today, and they were already planned out videos. They were videos that I had written the lists and the prompts for yesterday or the day before that. And then I just got to sit down and was like, what do I have available to me? Oh, A, B, C, and D. Awesome. I've been working ahead. I have every intention of putting out more than one blog post in a blue moon. There are so many miraculous things. What things? We sat and we watched Hugh Jackman in the musical Oklahoma for 3 hours the other night. Because we could. We finally got Disney Plus and we watched The Mandalorian we binge watched the whole thing on our laziest day of our lives, which was Saturday. I think I got 2,500 steps that day. And you know what? I was PMSing, so it was okay. And it was wonderful. Sometimes you just need a lazy day, but you better believe I made up for it. Striking that balance and doing those things, taking a little extra time to just be. We watched church in bed on Sunday morning with our cups of coffee. And it was, it was just take the opportunity to do things you wouldn't normally have the chance to do. I saw on Facebook, someone said before people were saying all this food is in the break room, blah, blah, blah. Now they are saying I'm stuck at home and all I have to do is walk to the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. You are 100% right. And I've seen a couple of things posted around like that too. That's all those people who blame the lunches and blame the break room and blame the whatever, and they're now realizing that they're completely 110% the problem, and those things were not the problem, which is like, it can be kind of a slap in the face. And for me, like, obviously I know that I'm solely my problem. I don't have a break room. I don't have, like, I control everything that comes into this house. And so it just doesn't affect me any, because I always know that I'm the problem. But for those people that just like to make excuse after excuse after excuse, and all of a sudden they go, well, crap, all of my excuses are actually not excuses at all. Like, that's so interesting, isn't it? I did eventually drag myself outside today. It was cold and blah, but I did it. Good. That's good. Hopefully it'll warm up and I can start doing the walks outside. Yeah, that would be good. That'd be really good. My goal is to be in a position where I can declare goal when I walk into Weight Watchers next month. That's a great goal. That's a really, really good goal. That's what I'm doing, cleaning something new, staying to take time for me. I firmly believe I have finished one audiobook, I finished Made to Crave, and I'm almost done with a different book, and I've started a Harry Potter book all this month. I'm going to, if all goes well, I'm going to be a lot closer to my reading 20 goals in 2020 by the end of April. That, like, because why not? I've started doing let's read self-help books and nonfiction books in the morning, and then in the evenings I can read Harry Potter. And I bought myself the entire Harry Potter collection as like my quarantine gift to myself, and I'm so excited. So excited. And I started it, and it's making me very, very happy. The coffee in bed watching church is what memories are made of. Yeah. Did anybody actually go to the bridge with me on Sunday and watch the quarantined series? It was all about your relationships and whatnot this week, and I did have to laugh because I was watching and I saw Scott, the senior pastor, and Junior sitting on the opposite sides of the screen. And I was like, oh, look at them social distancing. I forgot that he moved back in with his parents while they're looking for a new house. So they don't have to social distance from one another because they all are currently living in the same house. But it made me wonder, because like I know all of the ins and outs of how things work there. I'm like, who's in the production booth recording this right now? Did they record this back when they did the worship team stuff last weekend or whatever? Because they pre-recorded a handful of the worship team stuff. So like for 4 weeks, it's going to be the same worship team in the same outfits because they all pre-recorded everything. But the sermons, I'm not sure if the sermons were pre-recorded like that. They were probably recorded during the week, but I'm like, how is all of that working? Who's back there doing all of the camera work? Because Eric and I were both assessing, like, well, that camera angle's not usually there, and that camera's not usually there. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But I really do. I have been enjoying listening to the bridge, and I'm glad to see that there are a couple of you that did watch the bridge with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I am very passionate about the teaching that they do at that place. I think it's very, very good and very practical. That is my favorite thing about them, is the action steps at the end. Oh, thank you, Sandra. That's very sweet of you. I have this shirt in like 3 different colors, and I used to wear it all the time. It was what I called my bridge uniform, because I wore like this glittery t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt, and then I put a jacket over it, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm ready to be on worship team. So this is one of my bridge uniforms. Taking some time for personal things for me for a change is doing our own thing. Yes. Oh, here we go. The past 2 weeks, I was in a lazy headspace and was ordering all the delivery food, spending too much money and eating horribly. This week, I vowed only to cook at home, and it's been really fun to try new stuff. That's really interesting that you say that. So we have not gone out at all, and I don't think we probably will. I'm okay with, maybe eventually we'll get tired of me. I'll get tired. Let's be honest. I'll get tired of cooking. But my husband's very wary of like the surfaces of things, like taking it to a whole new level. And so he's like, well, I'm like, well, if we microwave the food, he's like, oh, the food's not the problem. It's the container, whatever the case may be. I've been doing a lot of cooking. And because I have more free time than normal, I have been, instead of doing like one massive meal prep on Sunday, I've been like cooking and then cooking a little extra and whatnot. And then I accidentally, did I tell you guys this? You guys didn't know that unless you watch my vlog, that I accidentally got a Green Chef box sent to me. Like, meaning accidentally sent to me, meaning I paid for it. I got the free one, and then I've been skipping weeks, and I forgot to, like, I ran out of skipped weeks and didn't realize that I had one coming up, and all of a sudden it was like, by the way, your Green Chef meal has shipped, and this is like the super expensive, all organic, like pre-chopped onions, all that stuff, and so whatever. The box, the like $80 box of food showed up at our door. It was 3 meals, none of which we picked. And I was like, well, like I told him, and I was like, sorry, I forgot to do this, and that cost us like $80. But I was like, we're not eating out. We have an eating out budget for the month that's larger than that. So it's okay. It's not like, no big deal. And I ended up cooking those things, and it just so happened that it showed up the day after I went grocery shopping and got like pork and chicken and all the meat and everything. And it turns out that the dishes that they gave us were also pork and chicken. And what was the third one? Oh, like meatballs or something. It was really good, but it was meatballs. So what I did was like, oh, conveniently, I already had the meat that these dishes were made for. So I kept out some of the meat as I was, preparing it or whatever. And I was like, we're going to make twice as much chicken with the chicken dish. We're going to make twice as much pork with the pork dish and just make the ingredients go a little bit further. And so we had leftovers, and it worked out so stinking well. And so I've been cooking a little bit every day, and I had this thought the other day. I was like, it's interesting because I don't miss eating out yet. Like, I would really like to not have to cook, but having complete control of the food in the kitchen all the time, and like not being like, oh, Friday night is date night. I wonder what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to eat, blah, blah, blah. Like, I have not, like, I've been okay with that. Like, just cooking away and making all the fresh food and learning new things. I love getting food subscription boxes because they teach me new things. Like, I learned from this box that I need to get my hands on a good recipe or a pre-made version of a creamy lemon basil sauce. Holy cow. Holy cow. So good. And I also learned that I enjoy chimichurri. And I did not know that until yesterday when we had our chimichurri chicken. And it was amazing. So I'm learning all new things, and it's been a lot of fun. So it's just, taking all of the lemons that this coronavirus is and just making a whole lot of lemonade. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's see. I'm missing the community aspect of church. It feels a little awkward watching from Facebook with the comment feed when I know nobody watching. Yeah. And it's interesting. Like, and for me, like, that's actually, I love the comment feed because it tells me whenever one of my Facebook friends signs on to the same live stream. And so I felt like I was going to church with those people, which was really nice. But it is weird. It is very weird to not go to church because in the Bible, we are called to join together in community. Like, that's literally what the word tells us to do. And that's the exact opposite of what we can do right now. So for me as a churchgoer, like, even though I know one person, well, now I know a couple of people, but that's not the point. Brand new church that we haven't even gotten plugged into yet. And it is still weird for me to not go to that church, even though I don't really know anybody yet. Like, just the act of going and being in the room with other people feels so much more comfortable than knowing that, like, the only access to church I'm getting is watching this live stream this week. Jennifer says it's very weird. Yeah, so I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. But I'm just like, we're meant to be in community with one another, and we can't be in community with one another. Now, it's not to say don't be in community to the best of your ability. FaceTime friends and do all that, and it'll be great. I can't remember what day of the week. Was it Thursday? It must have been Thursday that I actually sat down, and I ended up talking to the woman who was my favorite body pump instructor here. Was that this past week? Did you guys hear about this yet? And she, like, and then, total God thing and whatever, that she just so happens to attend the church that we are going to go to. Like, weirdest connection ever, right? She and I had every intention of getting together and having coffee once I got back from Florida. Obviously, that can't happen. We FaceTimed for 2 hours on Friday, just talking about everything. And it was wonderful. So, just because we can't go to church and do the things doesn't mean we can't reach out to people. Keep that in mind, especially for people who are feeling a little bit more lonely and isolated. Reach out to somebody. Chimichurri is so good. Yeah, I didn't know that I liked chimichurri, and now I know, and it's delightful. I thought you would like that sauce, basil lemon. Yes, yes. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here for what? The community aspect of talking to people? Because I hope so. Rose! Hi! It's okay, nobody knows what day it is. It's fine. No problem. I'm actually very surprised that you you're not the only one. Trust me. Or people's days are all just blurring together. There was a one of the good news Instagram things last week. Every day, all they posted was today is Monday, today is Tuesday. Because we have no freaking idea what day it is. Yesterday they post today is like Monday, Tuesday, and it was like 25 letters that ended in A because we don't know what day it is anymore. It's fine. I'm on quarantine day like 15, 16, something like that. And it's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going. And that's okay. You don't need to know what day it is. Facebook should have a thing. I've seen a lot of, like Royal Caribbean. If you've ever been on a cruise, a lot of the elevators are, maybe not Princess, now that I'm thinking about it. Royal Caribbean's elevators tells you what day it is. Like you walk into the elevator and it'll say Sunday right on the floor, and they change it out at midnight every night. We've literally walked into the elevator at 12:03 a.m. and the date was changed. It was the craziest thing. But Royal Caribbean has started tweeting pictures of their elevator because, someone needs to tell them what day it is. It'd be really smart of like Google or Facebook to start plastering what day it is on their webpage every day. Better put on your sandals and let them fling. I'm trying to reach out to a different person every couple days. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. And I'm trying to do the same. One of my goals for April is to have a coffee date with somebody every week. It doesn't matter if it's like my friend from church around here or somebody from home or one of my Instagram friends. I had a great talk with Ivana last Tuesday, like you guys saw. And I already texted her and I was like, so when's our next date? Because it was really nice just to reach out and chat with somebody, especially since I know she's home alone, So definitely make sure you check in on your friends that you know are alone. Yeah. So, my friends, how are you making the most of this time? How are you going to make the most of this time? I would tell you all of mine. However, that would kind of ruin the video for tomorrow. I will say this, like I said earlier, I realized that, oh crap, you need to get your crap together and actually start really focusing. So my first priority is to focus on the weight loss journey and everything, which weirdly for me, what I'm realizing is that means I need to focus on other things. I need to wake up in the morning, create a food plan, and then focus so wholeheartedly on other things so that, when you get so focused on something, you just kind of forget to eat. The time just kind of flies by and then you're like, oh, it's lunchtime. I should go eat something. That's kind of what I'm striving for here. I'm trying to figure out what can I get so involved in that I don't stop and think about the kitchen all the time, because that's where the downfall is. When I start thinking about the cheese that's in the refrigerator or the cookies or the fresh banana bread that I just made yesterday and all that jazz, it's fine that it's all there. It's, no problem at all. But it's when I can't stop thinking about it that it causes a problem. So I need to find the things that are going to keep my thoughts away from being downstairs, just whether it be working on Diva and the Divine stuff. I've got 3 videos to edit tomorrow. So tomorrow's already checked, done. I got 3 videos to edit. I've got some stuff I want to clean. I've got books I want to read. It's going to be great. But that's going to be my primary focus, is to plan my days in terms of food. I have to work out. That's one of my daily goals. Every day I want to earn me a check mark for working out, be that workout an actual workout. Yoga, maybe on days that maybe if I'm not feeling really great, because I have a tendency to overdo it and then I can't do things for a couple days and my hip flexors are already roaring at me. I've gone up and down the stairs like 15 times today and my legs are so tired. So tired. But like a walk would be fine. Just something, but I gotta do something every day, every single day. Check that box. So I'm focusing on that, and then I'm focusing on things completely and totally not related to my weight loss journey, because the weight loss journey is something that should just fall into place as long as I keep my hands out of the food, you know? The fridge is literally touching my desk. Oh no! You should put like a sign on your fridge, or an iCan. Do you guys remember the iCan? I mentioned this ages ago. My old Weight Watchers leader one day gave us a little printout picture of a can, like a soda pop can, and she glued a googly eye to it, and she said, it's the iCan. So you tape the iCan to your refrigerator, and every time you go to the refrigerator, you see it, and it reminds you that you can, you know, walk away without having that unnecessary snack, or you can make healthy food choices, or you can achieve the goal that you want to achieve. The iCan. Get yourself an iCan and put it on the fridge, Rosie. Yeah, I thought it was cute too. I need to work on a schedule. Yes, that's very, very important, I think. And that is something that I'm trying to work on too. Waking up at a reasonable hour. I have not, even though it is the next 90 days, I have not reintroduced to the 5:30 a.m. wake up call. I've been doing about 6:30. And I'm happy with 6:30. 6:30 seems to work well for me. And after today's magical experience of not touching the social media on my phone first thing in the morning, which is something I never do. That's usually the first thing I do. And I got so much done this morning, and my morning routine went flawlessly, and I was ready to work out and ready to do this and ready, like everything just flowed so great. And I was like, this is a schedule. This is a morning routine that I need to keep. So it's like, start with, what do you want to do for the first 2 hours of the day? And you know, in terms of like a schedule, I don't know if this is schedule or routine or product, whatever you want to call it, it's all under the same thing, right? I have started using timers for literally everything. And that is what is keeping me going. Because I've been vlogging so frequently and talking on Instagram so frequently, I don't remember what I have told to which group of people. So I apologize if this is a repeat from last week's stream or not. But have you guys heard of like Parkinson's law, which is the law that any piece of work, any job will stretch to fit the amount of time that you give it? Have you heard of that? And so I started to take this very literally, because I understand that it's true. If I tell myself, oh, all I have to do today is work out and film a video and do, some other thing, it will take me all freaking day to do those 3 things that could have taken me 2 hours. Am I right? I know I'm right. So I really started to dwell on this lately, and I was like, you know what? If Parkinson's law is actually a thing, and it is, I need to start dictating what the windows are during which a task needs to be achieved. So I've literally been doing everything. Okay, I'm going to journal for 20 minutes. Hey, Echo, set a timer for 20 minutes, and I'll write until the timer goes off. And then I will read for half an hour. And then I will, if I'm going to sit at lunch and because I go downstairs to eat lunch, I'll sit at the table. I eat lunch, right? And then I will pick up my phone and I'll screw around on social media or on games for an indeterminate amount of time. I've started setting, hey, set a timer for 10 minutes. And I'm like, you can screw around on this game until that timer goes off. But the second that timer goes off, you're on to the next thing. It has been life-changing. Life-changing. And that is not an exaggeration. So using these timers can definitely help you with keeping to a schedule. That was my point. I've been meeting people from Instagram at the WW meetings. That's cool. One of these days I need to go to Ivana's meeting. I cannot live without lists and timers. started taking my meals with my mom and allowing single-serving snacks. I told myself I was going to tackle one major thing weekly, deep cleaning of the fridge, closet. That's a good way to do it too. And I kind of have that as a thing as well. You'll see in my goals video tomorrow, I have certain like deep organization, deep purge, deep clean projects that I'm going to schedule into the calendar and be like, okay, this is the day, this is the time I'm going to tackle this project. This is the day I'm going to tackle this closet. This closet is on that list. Oh my goodness, it's my Monica closet. Let me know if you understand what I mean when I say my Monica closet. But I need to like research some organizational drawers and stuff for that closet and whatnot. I went to Ivana's meeting yesterday. I need to figure out how to go to that. I don't quite understand how to make sure I can attend somebody's meeting. So I need to, friends, yes, Jennifer, that's my Monica closet. That's the house's Monica closet. It is not as bad as Monica's closet, but it is the closest thing we have to a Monica closet. Yeah. You might have to try it. The timers, or the I can. I don't even know anymore. Oh, all right. What do you guys want to talk about? Seriously, I'm out of ideas. I just ramble until the way that my brain works is I'm literally like a train, and then like I just run out of track. So the train just falls, and it's like, oh, there was no slowing down. There was no train station. It just kind of drove until it drove off the track. And that's kind of where I'm at. So do you guys have anything that you would like to talk about this evening? Because I'm open. I'm definitely open. Fun fact. I'm right about here. Once I finish this, I will have successfully consumed my gallon of water today. I get that check mark. I've been wondering something about you attending meetings, but I can't get into it here. Okay, that's fine. Message me then. No problem, because I'm very curious. I was told that I can attend meetings, and I'm excited to do so while I have the opportunity, but I kind of really just want to go to Ivana's meeting because I like her. So, yeah. What else? I finished my gallon. I'm rewarding myself with strawberry cucumber seltzer. That's a great way to do it. That is a great way to do it. Yeah, this is my gallon, and then I drank, oh gosh, I have to yawn. I'm sorry. Oh, good. It's because there's so much tension in my jaw from all the talking. And I drank one more of these that had one of the Arbonne Fizz sticks in it. So I don't count that as water because technically I turned it into like a caffeinated beverage, but it was still really good. That's kind of how I like pick myself up in the afternoon. Oh, so good. So good. What else do I have to tell you guys? I don't know. I'm teaching Gracie a new trick. That's really fun. I'm trying to teach her to sit pretty. It's, I think, maybe going well. Maybe? I don't know. So that is one of the things I'm working on. What else is happening? I don't know. I'm still dwelling on the fact that it literally felt like 75 degrees yesterday. We opened all the windows. I cleaned the windowsills. It was the most magical day. It really was the most magical day because I could open the windows and get fresh air in my house and go sit outside. That's literally what made my day yesterday. I'm really grateful for you in these lives. I haven't been able to catch you live in a bit, but I always feel energized after chatting with you. That makes me so happy, Danielle. I'm happy to be here, and that's why I continue to be here. I'm not going to lie. I did not really want to do a live stream tonight. I was just like, oh, my voice is tired. My poor husband, who we're trying to figure out the right schedule for us as a couple in terms of he can very easily work until 9 o'clock at night. And then he'll come out and be like, okay, and now it's time to go to bed because he tries to be in bed by 10 or 10:30. And he comes up to me today. He goes, okay, so here's my plan. I'm going to finish this by 6:30, and then I'm going to work out for half an hour, and then I'm going to be all done, and we can do whatever. And I looked at him, and I'm like, that's great, but it's Tuesday, so I'm not done working until about 8:30. And he's like, oh. So I was like, between that and just the fact that my voice was tired, I'm like, I don't even want to stream tonight. But you know why I streamed tonight? Because I knew now more than ever, this community needs to be in community. And it didn't matter if 5 people showed up. If 5 people wanted to show up and talk, that's great. Because right now, like, that's why I literally pinged in my Facebook group. I was like, come out of social isolation and come and join us because we need to talk, just to talk. That's what this is. So I'm really glad that that is working for you, Danielle, because that's literally the entire goal of the live. I haven't had like, I don't even know what's like subjects to put at this current time because everything is just so wonky, you know? Which is why I've just been calling them weekly community chats because I'm like, we just need to get together and talk. And I don't know if that's more effective or less effective. I mean, based on the numbers, it's less effective, but I'm not paying the numbers any mind as of right now because everything is weird. Literally everything is weird. So I'm just doing what I do, and I'm hoping the people come along for the ride. You're bargaining with yourself with the seltzer. That's a good idea. Still waiting for warmer weather. Rose, I hear you. I hear you. And it will be better for your mood. Oh, sorry. It will absolutely be better for your mood. And if you're anything like me anyway. I'm sorry, now do I look like I'm crying? I do look like I'm crying. So when I yawn, my eyes water. Is that weird? Is that supposed to happen? I don't know. But it's literally what has been happening my entire life. Like if I yawn, I start like I look like I'm crying. My eyes turn all red and they tear up and I don't know why. But Tracy, hello. Good to see you. And now I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, the warmer weather. For me, I mean, you guys know I've been suffering from really bad seasonal depression. I literally felt like a new woman yesterday. Just sitting in the heat. And like, my husband came home from his run and came up here and he's like, you're just sitting here? I'm like, I am just sitting here. I am getting hot and sweaty because of the sunlight and I am living for it. And he's like, okay. And he left me outside. And it's just been so good. It was so good. And then today we woke up and it was 32 degrees again. And I was like, all right. Next time it happens, I'm ready to participate and enjoy until it regularly happens. So, which hopefully will be soon. Water streaks are good. People need community. They do. People, even introverts. I'm an introvert. But if I stay in for too long, like I need to talk to somebody. And I love my husband, but I need to talk to people outside of my house, you know? Gracie's great and all, but she's not much of a talker. She's more of a listener. I'm so glad you guys like it. And in large part because of you, I'm down 13 pounds since Lent started. Rosie! 13 pounds since Lent started? Good for you! Oh man. I'm going to clap on behalf of everybody because that's incredible. Good job. And so, if you wouldn't mind sharing, what clicked for you in Lent? Like what was the thing that is making it happen for you? What, like, was there a specific part of the book or a specific thing you read that stuck with you, like, or not? Maybe there's not, but I would love to know, like, what is the thing that, like, has you killing it? Good for you, man. Good for you. And it makes me happy that Miranda's here. That you said I have something to do with that because that makes me feel like I'm doing my job well. So thank you for that. Yeah, I never catch your lives anymore. I know you don't. I know. Don't think I haven't noticed, my friend. Miranda, you're somebody that I should have a coffee date with. I have a goal in April of having a virtual coffee date with somebody every week. We should do that. Let's make that happen. Since weren't you supposed to come to Minnesota anyway? Yeah, let's do it for sure. That'll be good. Yay! I can check a box because I'm gonna accomplish something that I need to get done. Yeah, but that's all I got. That's all I got. I have 2 social anxiety disorders and even I need community. Exactly. That's literally exactly it. If somebody with social anxiety disorders still understands that she needs community, like, we as humans are built for community. And that's why I've held these chats, because this is community. And this is why, if you haven't noticed, at the end of all of my videos, well, hello, our new friend. How are you doing this week? Good to see you. If you've noticed on my videos, I say if you would like to join the Diva and the Divine community. Instead of saying, occasionally I'll say hit the subscribe button, or if you want to subscribe to my channel, but normally my verbiage is if you want to join the Diva and the Divine community, because that is what we are. We are a community. It's not just me spewing videos at you guys. It is me interacting with you guys, not always in real time, but we are a community learning and growing and achieving together, which is why I keep doing what I'm doing. To answer your question, my friend, my week has been pretty good. My week has been pretty good. I have no complaints here whatsoever. So, you as Mel Miranda. Yes, Miranda has a pretty stellar community happening as well, which is great, which is why her channel is growing so rapidly, is because she's managed to develop that community, and that's the thing that people come back for, and that's amazing. The best part of YouTube is the comments and interacting with viewers. Exactly. Yeah, and I love it. And I need to go back and answer some of my comments, and that's why we became friends. We have the same vision. We really have the same vision. We agree on so many things that it makes me very, very happy that you're my friend and I have somebody to turn to when I need to talk about said things. No, it's been an absolute joy, and I love seeing the same names pop up in chat every week. I love that. I live for that, because you guys are the reason that I show up. I love when the numbers go up. Absolutely, I do. But more important than the numbers going up, the numbers are useless to me if there's no interaction. And the loyal people show up and interact with me every week, and that's the community that I strive to grow. Here in Ireland, Michael, did I know that you were in Ireland too? I don't think I knew that. Not that many creators. Well, I learned last week that in Ireland there aren't even that many people. That was still like the best thing I learned all week, because I love when I learn, like, genuinely learn something new, like brand new fact, you know? And learning that Ireland only has 5 million people in the entire country is a really, really cool fact to know. Let's see what Rosie said. All the community really got me going. Got off the road for about 10 days, but then have become a lot more mindful. Intermittent fasting, minimizing snacks. Yes. Try not to go back for a second. But apparently Ireland loves you. I guess so. I don't know. Shout out to Ireland, because apparently I have plenty of fans in Ireland, which is amazing. I'll take it. But okay, yeah, so the community just got to you, which is great. Again, the community. It's all about the community. Rosie, seriously, congratulations. That's so great. And if you wanted to share more, feel free to share in like the Made to Crave group and something, you know, because like that's the Lenten study and everything. My community, mostly you. Everyone else is great, but we wouldn't be here without you. You're very sweet, Rosie. Thank you. And that means that I can go to bed tonight knowing I've done my job, which is amazing, because this is my job. Outside of running my house and keeping my husband fed, my dog fed, and the house clean, this is my job. And this is, I'm proud of what I've been doing if it means it's impacting you guys in a positive way. So thank you for sharing that feedback with me. I love how your live streams and Facebook group are communities and not all about me. Yeah, I don't need it to be all about me. No, I only win if you guys win. That's how it is. And that's how it will continue to be. I love when cool things happen. I love when I get a subscriber spike or hit a milestone or whatever, but it's only because of you guys that any of those things happen. And I would rather I impact one of your lives on a daily basis, and then I've done my job. What camera do I use? For what I'm doing right now in this minute, This second, I am using the iPhone 11 Pro front-facing camera, not even like the fancy 3 back-facing camera. This is the front-facing camera on the iPhone 11 Pro. My other camera that I use for when I film my legit videos or my vlog videos is the Canon G7X Mark II. I got it specifically because it's light enough that my disabled hands can hold, and it has a screen that you can pop out like this, so you can do selfie mode when you're vlogging. This is what I look like when I'm holding the camera and doing vlogs for all of y'all. Does that answer your question? I haven't come across too many Canadian YouTubers. You're right. I think you're right. There's more Canadian bloggers. There's a heavy group of Canadians on Instagram. I know that. But as for YouTubers, I don't know. Not in our genre anyway. I really want that iPhone, but it's so expensive. It really is. Ooh, you have a Canon, nice, an 800, nice. That's a DSLR, right? That's awesome. I want a DSLR. I figured this was a great gateway because it has manual settings and all that, but it's still, and it's big and heavy. Yeah, so that would not be a vlogging camera for me at all because my hands are so weak. And yet you call yourself a diva. I mean, at my heart, I'm a little bit of a diva, but the diva is more of a historical thing. I have a tripod. You want a little behind the scenes action quick? You ready? So you're on a tripod, and then this tripod, my camera usually goes right there. That my camera sits on top of that. And then I'm currently on this really inexpensive, I think I paid $20 for this tripod that you're currently on that has a little iPhone clip on it. Best $20 ever. Shoot, what was I saying? What was I saying? And yet you call yourself a diva. Oh, so I have a musical theater degree. And everybody who was raised in musical theater is a little bit of a diva. And a lot of the anti-diva side of me is got smacked out of me when I was on the Bridges worship team. And it was a very good, humbling experience that I needed. And I'm so much better for it. And yeah, so there's a lot less diva in me now than there used to be. I've also just grown up. I'm 33. I don't need things to be about me anymore. But it's an interesting balance when you literally have a brand where you're the brand. Like, I'm the center of everything I create, you know? So it's interesting to have that, like, which is why, like, my husband came up with the name, Diva and the Divine. And so, like, putting me as the center, because I'm the diva. It's all about me. The entire channel is about me, but it's not all about me. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I've never like verbally said it like that before, but like, while the content is about me, the creation of the content's not about me. So I don't know. Have you ever made any short movies? No, I have not. I mean, I vlog, which is kind of like a short movie when they, end up being like half an hour in length. But no, I am not skilled with the filmography of anything. If you've watched my vlogs, you can know. I want to get a little bit more creative, but I am in no way a filmmaker. I got into TikTok as quickly to try and become more accountable. I have downloaded TikTok, but I've never actually looked into what it takes to be a TikTok person, and I don't know if I need to be a TikTok person, like my demographic is probably not on TikTok, if I had to guess, for the most part. Like, Rosie, obviously you're my demographic and you're on TikTok, but like, as the general whole, I don't think my following will grow if I join TikTok. So yeah, but all right, my friends, this has been a wonderful, wonderful conversation. I'm feeling a little bit less socially isolated. I don't know about you, but this was lovely. However, I'm going to go downstairs. I have my dessert. I'm going to stop talking because my poor throat is so tired. But this was lovely. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I don't know why I just got my 12 hours active thing because I've been shaking my hands around. I'm like, what? Why is it mad at me? But this was lovely. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you next week and every week for the foreseeable future. I thought it was ridiculous, but somehow I've become addicted. A lot easier and more anonymous than YouTube. Interesting. Maybe I'll explore it, but I don't even have the time for Instagram the way that I should. So, see you in the next one. Great. We'll love to see you. Feels like it makes sense, but I'm not sure. Just if it's because I know you and I know that you're such a caring, giving person. Also, you'd be surprised. I would be surprised. You're right. I'll look into it. All right, my friends. Good night. I'll talk to you later. Have a good week. Stay the course. Do the right things. Don't slip backwards. Take step forwards and control the things that you can control.